Hello everyone, welcome back to Real English, and today we are at the airport again with part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1, you should probably go back and check that out first, but no big thing, you can watch 2 and then 1 if you want. Alright, so let's have a look at the words we're going to cover today. Unattended baggage, excess baggage, baggage reclaim, security checks, customs, and finally terminal building. Alright, so the first word, nowadays, because of all the threats of terrorism and all the new security measures, you are not allowed to leave baggage unattended. In fact, if they see a bag like this sitting, just like it is here, the security will come or the police will come and they'll take it away, because unfortunately they'll think that it is a bomb or something terrible like that, a sign of the times that we live in, unfortunately. So this is unattended baggage. It's basically when you leave your bags without watching them, and in fact they'll ask you when you're checking in, did you pack these bags yourself? Have you left them unattended at all? Okay, so if they find anything in your luggage, it's going to be your fault. Okay, please do not leave any luggage unattended or unsupervised. And believe it or not, if they really think there's something suspicious, they take it outside the airport and blow it up. No joke. So that would not be a good start to your holiday. Now, this is an evil word, the next word, the dreaded, the terrible excess luggage. Okay, so depending on the airline you're traveling with, you take your suitcase when you're checking in, you put it up and they weigh it. Okay, and it'll tell you on your ticket or when you book the flight how much luggage you're allowed. Sometimes you have to, like I think now on Ryanair and things, you have to pay extra for any kind of luggage. You're only allowed hand luggage, but for other airlines, I think it's about 25 kg or 20 kg, and if you go above this, then you have excess luggage. So the person in this picture, if that's one person, they're going to have to pay, and usually you pay quite a lot, 8-9 euros per kilo, so you don't want to be over the limit. So when you have to pay for every kilo your luggage is overweight. If your suitcase is too heavy, you will have to pay excess luggage. And if this has happened to you like it did to me, I've actually been at the airport going, what can I throw out? Oh, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, because I literally didn't have any money to pay for the excess luggage. So I had to get rid of it. Anyway, terrible thing. So next word, So after you get off the flight, you come into the terminal building and you're looking for the baggage reclaim. So this is where you have the big black belts that go round and round, and you stand there and you pick up your suitcase. Okay, when you get off the plane, you go to baggage reclaim to get your suitcase back, and usually there are signs directing you. So this is a good word for you to know. And anyone who's been through any airport recently will have experienced several security checks. Okay, so now they have these scanners, and also you have to stand and get searched as well, because again of the terrorist threat, and they're looking for all sorts of items that you shouldn't be carrying onto a plane, basically. Okay. So my example, due to the threat of terrorism, there are now many security checks to go through, and usually they put your bag through kind of like an X-ray machine. Alright? So, and after you get your bags back, and before you leave the airplane, usually you will see a sign saying customs. Okay? And customs is basically the final check by the police. And usually there'll be a green which says nothing to declare, which means you don't want to tell them anything, you're not bringing anything special into the country, or red, which is things to declare, which is maybe you're coming back with like cigarettes and alcohol, and you want them to kind of check that whatever you're bringing is okay. So customs. Alright, again, really kind of like another almost security check really. And my example, so if you're bringing products like tobacco and alcohol with you, you may have to declare them at customs, okay? And you have to remember, in some countries around the world, you're not allowed to bring alcohol into them. So you have to know about these things before you fly. And finally, the terminal building, okay? So some airports, like where I live, the airport is like a tiny little building and that's it, okay? But you can see here, this airport has Terminal 1, Terminal, I'm not actually sure, oh yeah, Terminal 2, Terminal 3, Terminal 4, Terminal 5. 5 massive buildings, okay? And every terminal will deal with different flights. Maybe domestic flights in one, international flights in another, okay? So these are terminal buildings. Some large airports have buildings called terminals. Well, in fact, they all do. Which terminal building does your flight leave from? So especially if you're going to one of the big airports like London Heathrow, I think there are 4, but maybe they've built another one now. I'm showing my age here. Last time I went through Heathrow, they had 4, and you actually had to look on which terminal you were leaving from. Trust me, I was in the wrong terminal and had to go all the way to another one via the little train that they have there. Anyway, so as per usual, here's your little quiz, so you can test the words, okay? So have a read through these sentences, try and match them up, and you want to press pause around now because here come the answers. Alright, so once again, thank you very, very much for watching. Safe travels and enjoy yourselves. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.